Hi everyone, I hope this message finds you well. As I keep learning to navigate my way through this online world, I feel really called to dedicate a practice today to my fellow Westjetters out there. For those of you that know, I am also a WestJet flight attendant, and we had some really sad news this week in our WestJet world, and I just wanted to reach out some way and offer some help and some love to my fellow WestJetters, those that were laid off and those that weren't. We are still all in this together. Okay, so this is my dedication to you, and I hope you guys enjoy. If you're not a Westjetter, you can obviously still follow along, and you might even learn a fun few facts about WestJet. Okay? Please grab some blocks if you need. We're going to start with a little bit of meditation, so I have my meditation pillow down. If you need a chair or something like that, please find things that serve you. Okay? Let's begin seated. Lifting your hips if you have tight hips or sensitive knees. Maybe sit in a chair. Once you find your comfortable seat, allow yourself a moment to arrive here now. Take a few breaths. In and out through the nose. As you do this, allow the windows of your eyes to close. Take this time to give yourself permission to get out of your head. Give yourself permission to be here now. Allow the mind to focus on the inhales and exhales of your breath. And as you turn up the volume of the breath, notice if that turns down the inner chatter. Slowly opening the windows of your eyes halfway, adjusting to the light. Let's begin our practice here. Draw our hands together at the heart center. Bow your chin towards your chest. May this practice bring us all together once again. We are all in this together, my friends. May this practice bring you what you need to move through next few weeks or months that come. Coming off our really smoothly meditation block or pillow off the way, Coming to the middle of our mat. So when you get to the middle of your mat, bring your wrists below your shoulders and your knees below your hips. Spread your fingers wide, pressing all 10 finger pads in towards the earth. And then close your eyes and just let your body kind of float around. Yeah. Close your eyes, and without telling your body where to go, just notice where it wants to move to. All right, can I do this and breathe at the same time? Coming into child's pose, so we're going to sit back onto our heels. We're going to reach our arms forward. Here you can rest your head on the ground. If it doesn't quite reach, you can use a block. Taking a few breaths here in child's pose. Just remind yourself at any point in your practice, if you need to take a break, you don't like what's going on, this is a great place to be. Inhale, coming forward into tabletop once again. And then just with our breath, manipulating the spine as you inhale, drop your center, roll the shoulders back. Heart comes forward and up. And then as you exhale, you're going to drop your head. And just like a cat, you're going to round your back. Inhale, drop your shoulders, roll the shoulders back and look up. Exhale, drop your head around the back. Inhale. And exhale. Once you have the motions, close the windows of your eyes as you do this and begin to feel your body. Next inhale comes to a neutral spine. We flip the toes over, down dog. You're going to lift your hips, press your chest towards your thighs, press your thighs away from you. Your knees can be bent. Hopefully you feel a nice stretch through your spine. Nod yes, and shake no, so that you know you're not engaging your neck muscles. Deep breath. On your next inhale, look between your hands and slowly walk your feet to meet your hands. Come into a forward fold. You're going to hold on to your opposite elbows and you're going to dangle your head. Bend your knees slightly. And then as you ragdoll here, notice how the traction from your head, how the weight in your head creates traction through your spine. Take one more breath here. Forward fold. Heels press in towards the earth. Tip the tailbone to the sky. On your next inhale, release your arms and come on up. Take a big breath. Take a big stretch. And then as you exhale, take your hands to your heart. Release your hands. This is called mountain pose, Tadasana. Tada, here I am. I like to describe this as a big Care Bear stare. So your heart is forward, your shoulders are pulled back, you're standing nice and tall. On your next inhale, you're going to reach your arms up. Now I'm going to turn and face you and mirror you so you guys know which way to go. Take a deep breath in. Hold your right arm with your left wrist. I'm going to mirror you here. So as you inhale, reach. Good. And as you exhale, open over to the left. Yeah. Press into your feet equally. Lengthen as much as you can. And then as you exhale, use your left hand, pull your right arm over. Good. Inhale through center. And then exhale once again, forward fold. Dangling here, hold on to opposite elbows. Breathe. On your next inhale, arms reach. This time holding your left wrist with your right hand. Inhale. And exhale. Over to the right. Try to soften the shoulders as you do this. Pressing into both feet. One more big breath here. Good. Inhale, coming up. And then exhale once again, forward fold. As you inhale, come up halfway. So bring your spine parallel to the earth. You might have to bring your hands to your shins. And then as you exhale, place your hand down to the ground. Take your right leg and step it back. From here, push your back heel above your toes. And you're going to look at your front knee. Make sure the front knee aligns with the front foot. And then as you inhale, you're going to lift your torso about 45 degrees. You're going to pull your arms back here, just like this. Airplane pose. This is where most of our stories begin, on an airplane. Our careers began with 4 men that decided to start an airline. And they bought some planes. Take a few breaths here, and I'd like to take this time to think about all the fun moments we've had on planes. All the laughs. All the time we had to bond, those great jump seat confessions. Yeah. Stay strong. Keep reaching our arms back. Pull the crown forward. On your next inhale, come down to your knee. Sink your hips and take a big breath. Inhale, reach your arms. You can stay just like this, arms up, or you can start to open up the heart slightly for my friends working into front extensions. Wherever you are, take one more big deep breath. And inhale, slowly coming forward, hands plant down, float into down dog. From down dog, on your next inhale, floating forward to high plank. It's a push-up position. You can be on your toes. Option 2, on your knees. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, roll your shoulders back. Lift your heart up dog. Exhale, move into down dog. As you inhale, lifting your right leg high. And then as you exhale, float it between your hands. From here, this is called Warrior 2. You're going to spin your back heel down, and you're going to windmill your arms out. Warrior 2. Here, grounding through our legs, taking an external rotation, so taking your front knee towards your pinky toe, arms reach. Now from here, palms towards the front, okay? And you're gonna curl your forefingers in, right? So it's like 2 thumbs up. WestJet, yeah! Now from here, one thumb, the back thumb is going to point down, okay? And then from here, we're going to try to rotate the shoulders. So front thumb is going to point down, back thumb is going to point up. So you're just really kind of floating your thumbs in little circles as you rotate your shoulders. Now, image here is Clive Bedeau, right? And all the day oneers just rocking it because their airline's taking off and things are going well. All right, so we're doing the jiggy. Just back and forth. Trying to float those thumbs all the way around. On your next inhale, windmill both hands forward, and then you're going to step forward, come into a forward fold. As you inhale, coming up halfway, pull your heart forward, and then as you exhale, fold. As you inhale, come on up, big breath, reach your arms and look up. And then as you exhale, take your right elbow underneath your left elbow. I'm going to mirror you here and turn around just so you can see, okay? This is called eagle arms. You're then going to bend your knees. From here, you're going to take your right elbow or your right knee over top of your left thigh, and you're going to squeeze everything to the midline. Just a reminder, I am mirroring you, so hopefully it's a little bit easier for you here. Eagle pose. Westjet grew, and for many of us, we got to have an eagle's view of how the world looked from way up, 40,000 feet. Sharing these moments and views with hundreds of thousands of millions of guests that we had the pleasure and privilege of flying around. On your next inhale, straighten the arms, straighten the legs. Oh, take a big breath, reach up. And then, my friends, as you exhale, forward fold. As you inhale, coming up halfway. And then as you exhale, this time take your left leg back. Once again, finding airplane warrior. So push your back heel above your toe. Come back into the screen here, guys. Sorry, push your back heel above your toe. And then you're going to square your hips. Torso peels off, 45 degrees. Yeah, airplane pose. We've got more and more planes. And before you know it, we are off to different lands, Europe and Caribbean and Costa Rica, places we only imagined when we first started. Finding strength here. Use your breath. Coming down onto our knee once again, dropping the knee, dropping the hips. Inhale, reach the arms. Crescent Moon. My friends can chill out here. Some of my friends may want to open the heart and chill out here. I'm going to chill out here. And then your next exhale, hands come down to the ground, working into down dog. Just gonna make sure I'm still on I'm still on the screen. Inhale to high plank. Now once again, you choose on your toes or on your knees. Chaturanga, elbows come in and we slowly come down. Whee! Inhale, you can stay low, obviously if you'd like. You can come on up if that feels better for you. This is called up dog. Exhale, down dog. On your next inhale, lift your left leg high. And as you exhale, take it between your hands. Ha. Warrior two. So once again, you're going to align your feet. Knee pulls over to the pinky toe, okay, the front side. Arms reach out. Once again, I'm going to curl the forefingers in, right? 2 thumbs up for Westjet. Woo woo. And then here we're going to do the jiggy. This time, imagine about, 15,000 other people also doing the jiggy, because that's how many people Westjet employed before we had to do our layoffs. Back and forth. Oh my God, this is so embarrassing. My phone's going off. Hang on 1 second, I'm going to turn it off. Note to self next time, make sure you have your phone off. Back and forth. Trying to find movement in our shoulder just by moving our thumbs. Isn't that interesting? How much can I move my shoulder by moving my thumbs? Or if you're like, I don't know, just jiggy. Just jiggy. On your next inhale, arms will move forward. And then here we go, coming all the way forward once again, forward fold. Inhale, coming up halfway. And then as you exhale, fold. Inhale, come on up, take a big breath, reach your arms. And then as you exhale, this time, left elbow underneath your right elbow. I'm turning around to mirror you guys once again. You can stay where you are, bend your knees. Maybe it'll be better from the side angle anyways. When you're ready, left leg goes over top of your right. Maybe not. Mirror you. Once again, finding eagle pose. So proudly we soar as Westjetters. Not only for our wonderful culture that we've created, but for all the wonderful friends and friendships we've made and moments that we've created. Our jobs are not easy and they're not the usual 9-to-5 gig. We're always away, we're always up in the air. How lucky we were. On your next inhale, release your arms, release your legs. Give everything a little shake, shake, shake. Come to the tops of your mats. Take an inhale and reach the arms up, and as you exhale, forward fold. Hands down into down dog. From down dog into tabletop. From tabletop, we're going to cross our knees. We're going to have a seat. We're actually going to come onto our backs. Our stories changes here. Bring your knees into your chest and just take a few moments and notice how it feels to be cradled by the earth. Take our arms up and take our legs up. Come down a little bit. And give everything a little shake, 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 shake. This is the only asana I can come up with to depict COVID-19. Dying cockroach. Shake it out. Plant your feet down to the ground. Plant them down wide. Reach your arms out to a T shape. After a pandemic, I think things will start slow. Slowly dropping your knees from side to side. Oh my God, I'm sorry, I should have turned off my phone. Your arms are to a T shape and your feet are wide so that we really get into our hips. Nice and slow, side to side. Let's do this. I believe that we are Westjet strong, and I believe that we will make it through. Let's bring our knees into our chest. Rock forward and back a few times. Oh, and then we're going to sit on up. Once you come seated, please bring a block with you if you need. We're going to take I'll mirror you so you can just follow along. Your right leg, you're going to bend your right knee and take your right leg onto the outside of your left leg. Your left leg is straight. If this does not feel good for you, you can take a block and you can actually sit on the block. Okay, just like so. Good. And then you're going to press your left or your right hand behind you. Okay, take an inhale, reach your left arm up. And then as you exhale, we're going to take this right knee, we're going to hug it, and we're going to twist. Oh, hugging something. I haven't done that in a while. Oh, hug your knee and start to challenge yourself to twist. We will be challenged when we come back from all this. Can we sit through it? Breathe deep. Stay tall, so as you inhale, think about lengthening. And as you exhale, yes, hug that knee in. It's about the only thing we're allowed to hug these days. Inhale, slowly release. Do a little counter twist the opposite way. Oh, good. And then here we're just going to switch sides. So right leg down, left leg comes up outside of your right leg. And once again, you can sit on a block if that feels good. Take your left hand behind you, take an inhale, reach your right arm up. And then as you exhale, I'm going to twist. Hugging that left knee towards you, lifting ourselves up tall, inhale. On the exhale, draw the belly in, twist. And then as you inhale, slowly untwist, do a counter twist the opposite way. My Westjet flow today ends in hero pose. Hero pose. Allow yourself to sit in a block if you'd like. We'll begin with the left leg on the bottom and the right leg on top. Now, hero pose has lots of different stages. You can begin here. This is called square. So you're going to take one shin on top of the other and just line up your feet, your knee and your ankle, or your knee and your foot. And you can breathe right here, my friends. If you have a little bit more movement through your hips, you can pull your feet apart like helicopter blades and be more here. Once again, this is a great time for a block or my choice today, my meditation pillow. Hero pose. Through adversity, we find our strength. We find that hero within ourselves. Wherever you are in this posture, take a moment and close your eyes and feel your strength. And if you sit still enough, you may feel the strength of our Westjet collective. We are so much stronger together. And we are in this together. Add some arms if you like. You can reach your right arm up. Bend your elbow. Give yourself a little pat in the back. Good job for making it to yoga. Your opposite hand is just going to shimmy that right elbow up. From here, you can Shimmy the left elbow behind you, right? And try to find cow face arms. Look kind of like this behind you. Maybe yes, maybe no. Maybe who cares? Wherever you are, take one more deep breath. Inhale, slowly release. Ooh. And then from here, you're just gonna come in front, hands plant down in front. Okay, here we go. Flip the toes over. Hardest part of the whole class. You're gonna lift your hips, and then you're gonna go wee. You can do a full circle, and then sit back down. Did we make it? Okay. If you didn't, no problem. Just try to figure this out. Right leg on bottom, left leg on top. Okay, sit in a block. Option 2 is to do what we first did earlier, or you can do the square once again. Okay, so you choose. You choose. So many options. Once again, finding hero pose, our version of hero pose. We're all built a little differently. From here, once again, close the windows of your eyes. Be still and connect with that strength, that hero within you. We have the strength within us. We don't have to make big changes, but if we can just sit with what is, being in control of our reactions, that is where our power is right now. Inhale, lift the left arm up, bend at the elbow, give yourself a little pat in the back. Right arm comes up, shimmy, shimmy. You can breathe here, you can take the arm behind you, right? Find cow face. You choose, find your shirt, find your bra, something maybe. Slowly release. Release everything. We usually call that pretzel asana. Take our legs out in front of us. And then just lean back and with our knees wide, with our feet wide, drop our knees from side to side. We'll finish in Shavasana today. I'd love for you to lay down. Find something that's comfortable for you. Today we'll take both hands onto the torso, one over our hara, our belly, our center, one over